today we have Colette Butler here with us. Colette is one of our main speakers at the Empowerment Workshop for Women, and that's going to be on July 8th here in Pocatello, Idaho. Colette has had a lot of experience with social media, and she's a social media influencer as well as an empowerment coach herself. So we thought she'd be perfect for one of the main speakers for this workshop. So we brought Colette. We wanted to ask her how she has found, being an empowerment coach, how she's been able to help other women, and especially with social media, them getting negative comments, things like that, and kind of taking that and running with it in themselves. So how have you been able to let that not affect you in your life?
I have been online since 2006. We've done YouTube, and then as well as like social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and all of that. And what I've come to realize over time, and through a lot of heartache as well, and having negative comments and all of those things, is that people really what they think and say about you is none of your business. It just isn't. It says more about what their inner state is, what their belief systems are, what fears they have. And just over time, I realized we're all human and we all have the same fears and often the same judgments towards ourselves and others. So it allows me to more fully take everything, the comments, even the good ones, for a grain of salt. But it's also allowed me to connect with people in such a deep way that's what I choose to focus on where can I be of service in the world, what kind of feedback am I getting that is helpful and valuable to me, and what do I want to just let go.
I love that. I remember my dad used to tell me, you're going to be told a lot of bad things and a lot of good things. Don't remember any of it in your life.
Exactly.
So I love that.
Exactly. It's a lot easier said than done.
Yes, definitely. No, that's great. One of the things that Colette's going to be focusing on is, not comparing yourself to other women. I think we see a lot of that in our world today and having to do similar things. Is there anything you would like to say about that?
Yes, I think that's such a natural thing to do. I mean, we all grow up kind of learning our place in the world based on what other people are doing, what our family is like, and what they think about us. And so it's very natural for us to compare ourselves to other people and compare ourselves with where we think we should be or where we think would be better for us. And so there's so much that I want to say and that I'm going to say, but I think in a nutshell and just for this interview, I would say I really think it's valuable to focus on your inner self, because we worry so much about it's almost like what we think and believe about ourselves is true. So if we know our worth, if we believe that we're worthy, and we believe that what we have to offer is valuable no matter what it is, then it allows us to own our truth and own our own individuality.
Right.
And the more fully you can do that, then what other people think and say about you really doesn't have weight. And you can see people as people within their own states of wanting to compare with others and judge others. So hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah, and I feel like we do it to ourselves a lot too, where we kind of put ourselves down and we just think that we're never going to be good enough to other people and talk ourselves down like that.
Yes, and the truth is, who do you really need approval from? Is it out there or is it in here?
I'm figuring that out because a lot of people do need it from out there, but how do you learn? How do you learn to?
Well, and that's why I decided to become an empowerment coach, because I went through my own heartache and soul searching for many years of thinking that what I needed and wanted to feel inside was going to come from something out there. Like when I hit this goal and when I reach this level or when I do this or when this person approves of me, then I'm going to be okay. But then you're always dependent on something else outside of you.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's what my focus is within my coaching, is to flip that. It's an inside out approach. As I address the fears, ironically, it's like the stuff you don't really want to address. But as you go in and you uncover what's there and you kind of wake up to the wholeness that is already there, then that's what creates the freedom that you're wanting something outside of you to get you. Yeah.
That's great. That's really good. I'm so excited.
Yeah, there's lots of methods on how to do that. So
I know I was going to say, because at some point, you know, if you are, and then when you're okay with yourself, how do you feel about your goals now? You know, now that you're okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you're not like, oh, I need to run this marathon to feel good about myself, or like, how is that just more like a hobby for you?
No, it ironically frees you up to fully embody your purpose within your goals.
That's so great.
Yeah. So if I'm thinking, like, our goals can be the same. You know, if I'm thinking I want to become a coach so that I can feel worthy, so that I can feel like I'm enough, well, how about I feel that now? And then I can really see how powerful I actually can be within coaching.
That is so powerful.
Right.
I love that. That's
yeah.
great.
It doesn't necessarily have to change our goals. It just makes us more purposeful.
Yeah. Okay, so come see Colette. She's going to be speaking at our Empower Women's Workshop on July 8th here in Pocatello, Idaho. But we also have Zoom options. So if you're far away, come and join us, and we'll make sure that you get a great experience as well. It's going to be phenomenal. As you can see, Colette is just wonderful. And
thank you.
We're going to have a great group of women here just to have a good support that day and meet new friends. So come and join us. Go to www.empower-workshops.com.